I'm going through one of those times that I sometimes have where I have the blues. I just feel kind of down, not entirely depressed, but just like my system is kind of, there's something heavy going on inside me. I've felt that way the last couple of days, and my instinct is to just get out in nature and have some solitude, spend some time with the trees, listen to the birds, and get really in touch with myself and just let the things that are happening deep inside me rise to the surface and spill out if they need to. I'm wearing one of my favorite t-shirts my daughter designed for me. It's perfect for today. We're just having some alone time in the woods. I'm feeling like as I was driving here, it was super beautiful, and I was in a really shady road area. I was thinking that this has to do with some sort of impending change. Like, I feel a big change coming in my life. I'm not entirely sure what it is or where it's going to lead. And it's, probably going to lead to some sort of really exciting adventure, I'm sure. But in this uneasy place of sensing that it's coming and not knowing what it's going to be, and knowing that it will probably take me away from here and what I'm used to, it feels heavy. I'll just say that. Here are the ever-present stairs that I keep encountering in my hikes these days. When I get really pensive like this, I find myself singing or humming "Let It Be" by Paul McCartney. So I'm wandering out in the woods, humming and singing to myself. It seems to help. All these roots that have been exposed in the trail right here. It's literally gnarly. Stairs and waterfalls have been such a theme in my life recently. I'm starting to wonder about the metaphors. When I first got here this morning, I was alarmed by a parking lot full of cars. But I was at the waterfall by myself for the first time ever, and I've mostly had the woods to myself, which is awesome. And just as I was crossing the bridge to this trail, there were about 50 young women who seemed to be in Girl Scout troops or something like that, out enjoying the woods and having hikes, which is a really, really wonderful thing to see in the woods. Tons of young women getting out here. In fact, so far, the few people that I have seen have been women. It's awesome. It's great to see women in the woods. This has me thinking a lot about place and how it connects to our identity, just our sense of who we are. You know, I have such a sense of I am this lush green place full of huge trees and sword ferns, oxalis and mosses, rivers, streams, and waterfalls. But am I really? Will I still be me if I go to a dry place? To a place with sand and grass and different kinds of trees and fire? I think I'll still be me in that environment. Won't that be interesting to find out, I guess? Look at this beautiful patch of wild ginger in this shady spot. It's hard to stay melancholy once I get out here and I'm breathing fresh air and I'm sitting and meditating on rocks and I'm getting up and hiking and getting my blood pumping and air moving through my body. Not that I really want to stay melancholy, but some people wonder when I get like this why I would even bother to let myself get here, like there's some sort of spiritual laziness or something that's happening, or I'm not focusing enough on the positive. And I think that people get surprised sometimes because I can be so up. And the truth is that not only do all of our feelings need to be felt and seen and heard, but I really, really find beauty in people being in and being honest about their dark moments. I think it's really important. It's about being human. This trail right here, this spot of the trail, is case in point of what I mean. It's just really, really dark and shady. It's a place where the sun isn't getting in a whole lot. It's very twisty and windy and a little bit treacherous. And so, so beautiful and worth going through. Waterfalls and stairs. What did I tell you? It's a thing. I'm way out here and the trail is starting to disappear and just get covered up. So I'm going to take some deep breaths and get my heart rate back down to a good aerobic level and hike myself back out of here. And my plan is tomorrow to get up early in the morning and pack myself some water and good snacks and just go someplace and wander all day long and just be by myself in the woods, and maybe I'll give you some highlights, and I think it's going to be good. There were some little boys with their grandparents who were having a hard time getting down the last slippery slope toward the waterfall. And so I waited patiently, and they came up and said, "That is really slippery. You better be careful." And I said, "Okay, thank you so much. I'll be really careful." And I was, and I got up it just fine. And I went around the corner and got to another slippery spot and slid right down it and bashed up my knee. I have to admit that I still get a sense of exhilaration, like I'm so tough when I fall down and bang up my knee and then just get up and start hiking again. I don't know what it is, it just makes me feel alive. No garbage in the woods, please. I'm back out to the parking lot, and it's starting to get full of lots of different kinds of people, so I'm really glad that I got out here early during the time of the day where I had most of the woods to myself. And yeah, so I feel so much better and glad that I made this choice in the middle of my day, and I cannot wait to have some more solitude and alone time in the woods tomorrow.